I'm 17 years old, and I born 23rd of Feb 2002. So yeah, before I start my career at racing, so my father wanted me to be a footballer. So my dad told me that if I'm good at football, maybe I go to football. So maybe my father sent me to Liverpool to play football. But then when he see me, I'm suck at football, so it's like maybe there's no chance for me. And then my first holiday was at London 2010, I think, yeah. So I had one small camera, I'm not sure, but yeah, I take a picture of the car, Lamborghini, Ferrari, something, so it's that kind of stuff. My first race was at Pekan, Pahang, when I was 8. Yeah, it was when I was 8. So I didn't finish the race because I got some problem with the sand, and my eyes get problem, so I can't really see. And my eye was so red at that time. So yeah, it was experience for the first time race, and yeah, it was nice. And then I said, then my parents said to the team that maybe I want to go more further, much more better driver. I don't know how to explain it, but when you sit inside the car, like in karting or in the Formula car, it's like you are start living your car. When I drive, it's like I communicate with the car. Oh shit, grip, huh? Yes. I always love, because like for me, car is like my love of my life. My dream is to be a Formula 1 driver. But if you want to be a Formula 1 driver, you have to be the absolute talent. If you have talent, you need money. But as for me, as Malaysian, money is difficult. So the one thing you need is talent.
Thompson trying to do what he did last time and get up the inside with Muiz. Muiz has gone through past.
We have been experiencing growth in the early 2000s in the tuning scene, the car tuning scene. But now, actually, in the past few years, we have actually plateaued. It has gone from there. It has gone this way. So practically, it's because a lot of major sponsors pulled out, and maybe because of the economy, people are not spending as much as they used to be on cars, and also, I would say we have actually come a long way for Malaysia, but we are still lacking in a lot of parts because we do not have any government support in building tracks. The motorsport scene in Malaysia to grow again and to practically catch up with our Thailand counterparts, we actually need new drag strips, more tracks, and of course, with that happening, I believe more sponsors will come in, and practically it will regenerate the economy. I actually enjoy tuning a lot of Nissans and Toyotas, from the Nissans, from the SR20s, from the RB25, 26, and of course the Toyota engines. My personal favorite is practically tuning the 2JZ, non-VVTi or VVTi. Practically, if you get the recipe right, you can make loads of power. Most of our 2JZ builds practically easily 700-800 horsepower, no issues and everything. So we're actually seeing ourselves in maybe in the next few years concentrating more on the motorcycle side. We believe there's a lot of opportunities there. It's like the early stages of a car tuning industry in the early 2000s, and everybody is actually jumping onto the bandwagon now. A lot of workshops are actually now from tuning cars. Actually now they have put aside time, like ourselves as well. We have put aside a few days in a week, practically just to cater for the motorcycle guys, so we can practically tune their motorcycles. We still do cars. Don't get me wrong. It's just that there's a big opportunity in the motorcycle industry. and a lot of them are still, because it's new. So, and we have been in the industry very long, so practically somehow or other we have an advantage of what to do and what to get and what to do to get horsepower.
Hi, I'm Tiru, 34 years old from KKB, and this is my car, Audi S5 4.2 V8, and I got this passion about cars when I was little, when I was young, very young. Probably I got it from my father, as he used to own a Datsun 160J with a Weber. I think it's a twin cam Weber, I believe. So from there I started really develop interest in cars, fast cars. So my first car was Mazda 323 Claire V6 Turbo back in 2007, and then I moved forward to Alfa Romeo 156 Twin Spark Cellar Speed, and moving forward with BMW with RB engine, and yeah, quite a number of cars after that. I don't like any particular car, but I like powerful cars with different type of technology. For instance, this one comes to V8 4.2. The motorsport industry in Malaysia has evolved pretty much a lot. Back then, probably 20 years back, there are not many organizations that help us to develop our skill and our talents. But now we have so many organizations like NGOs, drift teams, so many teams that can support us. So in Malaysia, we have quite a supportive organization that can help us if you want to venture into motorsport, unlike those days. What keeps me going is because of currently we have so many types of car, and definitely I'm not going to stop with one car, and I'll keep on try to venture new technology like Honda, Toyota, Supra, new Supra, and of course Ferrari, Lambo. So that's definitely not going to stop with one S5. It's going to keep on going and on.
I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities.
Back in 2012, my first sport car was a Nissan Skylines 370Z, and that was my first time driving a sports car. Previous then, I drove my friend's car, GTR R35, and then I found that wow, it's fun to be in a sports car. It's fun to be in a supercar. So I bought that 370Z. After I bought it, right, I drive it, I follow the gathering, I get into my gangs, my supercars gang, my sports car gang. So I found that my soul, myself, it's really into motorsport. 4 years after I've been using the 370Z, I bought this lovely Toyota GT86 because at the first place I'm planning to get myself into a drift. But yeah, I'm still learning until now. With my greatest fiance also teach me how to drift every weekend. So I bought it, and until now I'm still learning how to drift. Currently I have 7 cars. I own 7 cars. So performance cars I only have 370Z, GT86, and soon I will own a R35 Nissan by the end of this year. So my dream car, I would say I want to go for McLaren 570S. Okay, for me myself as a car enthusiast and also one of the lady driver in Malaysia, I would say Malaysia can grow more in motorsport industry at the global or international level. It just we lack of supporting by our authority to actually bring motorsport industry in Malaysia to international level. Because as we see and compare to Thailand, they have at almost of their place a a track and a drag for car to race. Unlike Malaysia, we only have one track, which is in Sepang. And for drag, actually most of the time they are illegally raced for the drag. Our authority need to promote more to the local citizen itself and bring and develop more drifter, more dragster at international level. And as you can see, I pick example Tengku Dijan. He's one of the, I would say, great drifter in Asia. I will never stop drifting and get myself into performance, this is really my soul. This is what I want to be since I was small, actually, a drifter. So yeah, my hope that I will get more cars and keep drifting.
Production.